สวัสดีค่ะหนูชื่อเด็กหญิงแชนมาไกลหนูอายุ9 ขวบหนูมีบ้านอยู่ที่เกาะสมุยขอให้ดูวิดีโอต่อไป Local Lens มีตัวละครพ่อกับแม่หนูเจนกับไรอันมาไทยขอบคุณค่ะ
เข้ามาไม่เคยหยุดบนเส้นทางที่ดูสับสนเส้นทางที่เดินเลือกไปเพราะใจบอกเลือกไปเพราะใจบอกแล้วทำไมมีใครต่อใครต้องคอยตัดสินว่าทางนั้นผิดเพียงเพราะว่ามันต่างอยากจะแก้ให้ดีกว่าเดิมแต่ทำอะไรสุดท้ายก็โดนบ่นสุดท้ายก็โดนด่าแต่จะอยู่ที่ตรงไหนก็ไม่เจอกับใครที่จะรู้ความจริงข้างในและยังคงเฝ้ามองหาเวลารู้สึกอ้างว้างอยากจะรู้บนเส้นทางที่ต่างมีใครสักคนไหมที่มองเห็นทุกอย่างเข้าใจที่ฉันเป็นเลือกเดินก้าวผ่านทางเดียวเหมือนกันกับฉันแตกต่างเหมือนกันใครสักคนจับมือฉันไว้ในวันที่มันเหนื่อยในวันที่มันเหนื่อยไม่ใช่ใครที่คอยยับซ้ำในช่วงเวลาที่ฉันนั้นล้มลงที่ฉันนั้นล้มลงแต่จะอยู่ที่ตรงไหนก็ไม่เจอกับใครที่จะรู้ความจริงข้างในและยังคงเฝ้ามองหาเวลารู้สึกอ้างว้างอยากจะรู้บนเส้นทางที่ต่างมีใครสักคนไหมที่มองเห็นทุกอย่างเข้าใจที่ฉันเป็นเลือกเดินก้าวผ่านทางเดียวเหมือนกันกับฉันแตกต่างเหมือนกัน
บนเส้นทางที่ต่างมีใครสักคนไหมที่มองเห็นทุกอย่างเข้าใจที่ฉันเป็นเลือกเดินก้าวผ่านทางเดียวเหมือนกันกับฉันแต่ต่างเหมือนกันแล้วทำไมมีใครต่อใครต้องคอยตัดสินเพียงเพราะว่ามันต่างบนเส้นทางที่ดูสับสนจะทำอะไรสุดท้ายก็โดนด่าแล้วทำไมมีใครต่อใครต้องคอยตัดสินเพียงเพราะว่ามันต่างบนเส้นทางที่ดูสับสนจะทำอะไรสุดท้ายก็โดนด่า
บนเส้นทางที่ต่างมีใครสักคนไหมที่มองเห็นทุกอย่างเข้าใจที่ฉันเป็นเลือกเดินก้าวผ่านทางเดียวเหมือนกันกับฉันแตกต่างเหมือนกันเส้นทางที่ต่างมีใครสักคนไหมมองเห็นทุกอย่างเข้าใจที่ฉันเป็นเลือกเดินก้าวผ่านทางเดียวเหมือนกันกับฉันแตกต่างเหมือนกัน
Everybody, welcome to this edition of Local Lens. This is Local Lens Thailand, the first for January 2015. We've got special guests, locals from Thailand, Jane and Brian Makai. Hi guys, please introduce yourselves to our guests.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Brian Makai. This is my wife Jane. I'm originally from Lusaka, Zambia, but was born in Kitwe in Zambia. And I've been living in Thailand for the last 9 years, together with my wife and our 3 children, Cheyenne, Michael and Christopher.
And where were you born, madam?
I was born in Osaka, and my name is Jane Makai.
Okay. So tell us about your kids.
Kids, we have 3 wonderful kids with us over here. Oldest one is Cheyenne. She's 10 years old, nearly. She'll be 10 in October this year, but I think she thinks sometimes that she's about 15 or 16 and can tell us what to do. Okay? And then our older boy is Michael. Michael has just turned 7. He's an aspiring football player and reckons that he's going to make tons of money as a football player in the future. So let's see how we can be able to encourage him with that. And our little baby is Christopher. Christopher's 4 years old and will be 5 at a later stage during this year in about October. And that's our little babies. And our 2 sons were born over here in Koh Samui. This is the only home that they've ever known. Except for the occasional trip that they go back to Africa to visit their grandparents. Cheyenne came here when she was a few months old, and as 6 months, yeah? And they spent most of her childhood over here in Koh Samui, Thailand, which is a lovely, wonderful place to live.
Jane, tell us their nicknames.
Well, our eldest daughter is Cheyenne, and we call her Choo Choo. Michael, we call him Mikey. And Christopher, we call him El Magnifico because he's just
very fast. that nickname actually came from Tom and Jerry. You know, one where Jerry was supercharged. Yeah, he drank this formula and he was supercharged. And he was just darting from one end to the other.
Oh.
You know, there's El Magnifico. Nobody can catch him. You know, so that's where it comes from. He's pretty fast. He's a good runner.
Tell me, what's it like when you do go home with them to Africa, to Zambia?
Well, the funny thing about that is, with living in Koh Samui, there's not a lot of black people here. And for my kids, the main thing which is there is we once had an incident where my son started to follow the wrong black guy instead of his dad, okay, which was just hilarious. Yeah. You know, he went and tapped the guy instead of the airport in Bangkok because we're on the Kenya Airways side where there's a lot more black people there. And the guy turned around and said, "Dad!" And the guy turned around and my son was very, very shocked to find out that wasn't his dad. Yeah. When we were in Zambia, he was very shocked to see that there was very few Thai people there, or Asian people there. So he was asking the question, where are all the Thai people gone? You know, so that was quite funny. But it's a good experience. They love being over by my mum's farm in Lusaka West, the west part of Lusaka, where lots of acres of land to run around. It's nice for them to see live chickens and cows and get to see oranges and ducks and the likes and stuff like that. So it's stuff that when I was a kid I grew up around. So it was nice. It's nice for the kids to be able to experience this. Here, the only place that they ever rarely see a live chicken or whatever it is in where they see a chicken is usually wrapped up in a supermarket or on television. So it's nice for them to be able to experience that and to get to pick up a little bit about the culture and stuff like that and go to some of the sports. So yeah. Okay.
Then Jane, just give me your summary of what life is like on this island of Koh Samui.
Well, life on Koh Samui is very relaxed. So comparing life here and where we come from, I think we like Koh Samui so much that our kids, this is home, and then when we go back to our country, it's like visiting. So when we're there 2 months, we start to miss already the food here, and well, for my kids, this is their home, and then when we go back to our country, it's like just they're tourists.
Okay. And you, Brad, give us your summary of what life is like on the island.
Well, I love it here. I've had the privilege of working many different places over my career, and one of the places I do like a lot is living here on Koh Samui, mainly because for me the most important thing is the security of my family. I spend a lot of time working in different parts of Asia, and sometimes that requires for me to be a lot away from the family for a while. And the beautiful thing about here is it's very, very safe. We live in an area where we don't have a massive wall fence around our house. It's 16 villas in this complex. None of them has got a huge wall fence. You can park your bikes out there, etc. So it's very safe. It's a great environment for the kids to be able to grow in because it's very multicultural. You've got people from 86 different countries that actually live on Koh Samui throughout most of the year. So there's always a diversity in terms of where people come from. And I think, out of experience, having worked in Bali, lived in India, different places, this is quite nice. It's a great place to raise a family as well. Which is what keeps you guys coming back here as well. Yeah. Very, very nice here.
Okay, what's your favorite part of the island?
Well, favorite part, that's a difficult question because the island is not very big, so you can go around within an hour and come back on the same spot where you started. So, okay, I'll go with Bangla,
Bangla.
going down to Chongmon.
That's the pictures we've been uploading. All those beach pictures were taken in Bangla. Is there currently a lot of development that's taking place on the island?
Yeah, there is. There is a lot of development. All it is that I think Samui is sort of trying to catch up now with Phuket and a couple of other places in terms of the choices of what you've got for real estate. Because one of the things which is there is that previously there were only a few locations where you had choices of places. There's significantly more now. It's getting more competitive in terms of what people are building, what they're offering inside their villas, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's getting better. The infrastructure is also getting better for people that love their shopping. There's a lot more shopping opportunities as well on the island, which previously you had to fly to Bangkok to shop for stuff. But Samui is actually catching up. So yeah, it is working for the better. And I think the more competition there is out there, the better for our business, but also the better choices as well for customers as well.
Okay, that's wonderful, man. I think maybe we can just wrap up with you guys just talking about what you'd want to see for yourselves, your family in the next 5 years.
Well, look, for ourselves as a family, we've sort of made this home. It would be nice to see a lot more Africans come out here and establish themselves. There's always a big drive for people to go to America and to Europe to settle there. I believe that Asia has a lot of opportunities for people. As Africans, we're very, very diverse. We know how to be able to actually adapt to different cultures. For us, what's usually lacking is a big community. It's nice when you guys come around because, you know, we've got my brother and his family here, but it's also nice to have a bigger family of friends that you can sort of hang around with who understand, have the same culture and so on. That's the one thing that actually lacks it, is a slightly smaller community than what I'd prefer to have. I'd prefer that we have a larger community, we all work together and see where we're at. Next 5 years, we're looking at being able to put our kids through, at least my daughter, through her primary school and on to secondary school. Bright little girl, so she should be able, we're hoping she can do much better. We're also looking to expand our own business and make sure that our business is working well and that we can be able to provide as many services to Africans coming to this part of the world. So anybody in the area who's wanting to get in touch with us, we're happy enough to be able to take care of you, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just forgot something.
Yes.
You told us about your kids' nicknames. You didn't tell us your nicknames.
Nicknames.
Are there nicknames for you guys?
Nicknames. I don't know whether I've been given a nickname behind my back by my kids. I usually just get called Dad, you know? Yeah. Yes. Maybe we just don't know. Usually just got called Daddy and this is it. Yeah? So you get all kinds of names when they're being punished. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, but this is fine. But that's pretty much it. I mean, we don't particularly have any. We've obviously got pet names for each other, which we're not going to share with you guys on camera.
Not even. Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're not going to do. Okay. But yeah. So,
Can you speak any Thai? Because I know the kids can.
yes, I can speak passable Thai. I think my Thai's improved over the years. I can speak significantly more. I can understand it now fluently. So when they have conversation, I can understand 90% of what they're saying. My proficiency in Thai is probably about 40-45%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jane?
Me, not so good. Not so good. Brian has worked with Thai people, but for me, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, so my Thai is poor, but I think I'm going to learn more because of my kids. They will teach me.
Your Thai is much better than that.
Definitely.
If you keep coming on like this, your Thai will be even better.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you so
You're welcome.
much.
And thank you
Yeah.
for letting us introduce you to the Makai family. There you have it. Anytime that you find yourselves traveling to this part of the world, particularly Thailand, I would highly recommend that you stop by Koh Samui. With these two here, you're pretty much covered. From everything from helicopter rentals to property to finding out where to eat. There's no part of this island that they don't know. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure we'll see you again next year.
All right, cheers.
People got me crazy คนจับมือฉันไว้ในวันที่มันเหนื่อยในวันที่มันเหนื่อยไม่ใช่ใครที่คอย